first time I found out that I was colorblind, I was about 7 or 8 years old, and there came a nurse to our school in Sweden, and she would do a different test on every student, and it became my turn, and she would show me some circles, you know, and this circle has a lot of dots of different colors, and she asked me what I could see in those circles, and for me, you know, I couldn't see anything. And she showed me another circle and the same thing, I couldn't see anything. So she didn't tell me I was colorblind at that time. Instead she wrote me a little note. And I give this note to my mother, and my mother read the note. And the note was kind of like a list of the jobs I couldn't get because I was colorblind. For example, I couldn't become a pilot or couldn't become something in the military. There was a list of different things. And when she read this note, she became very, very upset because she didn't like that someone told her what her son of 8 years can do already when he's 8 years, you know, and she thought it was very limited. So she got angry. Today's video, I wanted to share some of the unexpected problems in your everyday life when you are colorblind. So let's get started. When you go to the store and you kind of pick a fruit, especially banana seems to be such a huge problem for me. Like yesterday I bought this banana in 7-Eleven, and before I pick this, you know, I look at this banana or this banana, or try to pick the right one. But since they all are exactly the same color in my life, I have picked so many bananas that are very hard or very too soft. It's very seldomly that I manage to find a banana that is good actually. And also, of course, you can also ask your wife, but you know, if you ask every time, oh, should I pick this banana, should I pick this banana, should I pick this banana, it becomes kind of a stress on your relationship. So it's also maybe a bigger problem in Sweden, and that is to go pick berries. I think in Taiwan we very seldomly pick berries, but in Sweden we often pick berries. When I go into the forest, if I pick blueberry, it's very easy. I have very easy to see blue on green. So I see, oh, it's a blueberry there, it's a blueberry there, it's a blueberry there, I can do it. But there's another berry in Sweden that I love, my favorite berry, and that is called cloudberry. And it's kind of, the color of this berry is like orange, yellow, green, somewhere in between there, it depends. And I go and I pick this with my grandma, and she's like an eagle, you know, like she sees, oh, it's a cloudberry there, and she dive down and pick it up, and there's a cloudberry there, and she dive down and she pick it up. She's a like genius of picking cloudberry after a life of experience, you know. And me, I am totally useless. I have to be down on my knees and crawl, and sometimes I stumble upon a cloudberry and I pick it up. I'm totally like a blind man, you know. Then every now and then I stumble upon a cloudberry and I pick it up, and I really love it. Actually, this is my totally favorite berry. I wonder, did you notice in any way that I am colorblind?
Yes, of course.
How? Why, of course?
One time you want to buy a computer,
yeah.
So you buy a black one, but it's actually a red one.
No, I thought it was brown, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the jacket you wear every day you saw is brown, but it's actually green.
No, come on, it's brown. It's brown.
It is green.
Oh, okay. And the fourth problem is when I play video game or I play board games, sometimes they don't really think about colorblind people. For example, lately there's a game called Among Us where you have to guess who is like the bad guy, and every person have different colors, so it can be red or green and yellow, and you have to write in the chat like, oh, I think yellow is the bad guy. But for me, I think yellow and green look so similar. This game for me is totally impossible to play. There's also a lot of board games where there is like one person has blue and one person has dark blue, and I have to try to distinguish which is the correct blue. Is a lot of small things like this. The absolutely biggest and most irritating things about being colorblind, and this is when you actually tell someone you are colorblind, and they will every time do the same thing. They will ask, oh, so what color is this? What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? You know, they will ask about everything, like what color is this? And a lot of time they even take things that we know, even we cannot see it. Like, for example, they hold up a leaf from a tree, and of course when I see a leaf I know it's gonna be green because most of the leaves are green. So, and then they say, oh, they are so shocked, oh, I can see this color, so I'm just tricking them. No, I am still colorblind. I have a lot of small issues to see distinguish between different colors. If you meet someone and they say they are colorblind, instead of asking like, oh, can you see this color, can you see this color, can you see this color? Instead, you can just ask them like, oh, how this affects your everyday life, or you actually don't have to ask anything about it because it's pretty irritating to answer the same question for the 1,000 times. This is by far the most irritating thing about being colorblind, is people asking you about being colorblind. If you are a guy, there's a pretty big chance you're also colorblind, because about 1 in 10, almost, no, 1 in 12, almost 10% of the guys have some kind of colorblindness. If you're a girl, you're probably not colorblind, because only 1 in 200 girls are actually colorblind. But maybe you have a boyfriend, father or brother or something that's colorblind. So I wanted to share some knowledge of how it can be to be colorblind, and it would also be really interesting to hear your comment if you're colorblind, or if your brother or father or boyfriend is colorblind, like how it affects their life. And yeah, if you like this kind of videos, okay, this is actually a totally different topic than all of my other videos. Anyway, if you want to see me talk about other things, you can also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.